Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here, and the Washington Commanders Week 1 depth chart just came out, and this one actually matters because we have a game this weekend, so we're going to break all of that down and what it means. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content on the road to 9,000 subscribers. Also hit that like button and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. Okay, so this is a depth chart that actually matters because, again, we have a game this Sunday. So the depth chart before, when we had 90 players, that we didn't even have an official 53-man roster now. Now we do, and this one actually does matter a bit on, where players are at. So we're going to go through this. So there's this format here of the depth chart, and there's this one as well. And they're pretty much the same thing except for Brian Robinson is on this main one. So the receivers, we'll start off with receivers. Nothing crazy there. You got Terry, Jahan, and Curtis Samuel as the top three, with Dyami, Brown, Dax Milne, and Cam Sims as the backups. I mean, that is, to be expected. I'm going to be interested to see who is, inactive on Sunday, because it's not going to be Dax Milne unless they call up Alex Erickson and have him be the returner, because, Dax Milne will likely be the returner. And then Cam Sims, you kind of need a big body receiver. So Dyami Brown could be inactive, or maybe they keep all six wide receivers active and choose to keep one of the tight ends inactive, maybe two, or probably one of the tight ends inactive for sure, maybe one of the running backs as well. But actually Brian Robinson is going to be out, so they'll probably keep all three running backs active. We will see, but that is kind of those are the receivers. Offensive line: Charles Leno at left tackle, Andrew Norwell at left guard, Chase Roullier at center, Trey Turner at guard, and Sam Cosmi at tackle. So nothing really surprising there, except for, some people might think that Wes Schweitzer would be ahead of Trey Turner. Trey Turner's been dealing with a quad injury all summer, basically, since he once training camp started. He hasn't practiced. He's done some individual work lately, so he's progressing. Maybe they've kind of just eased up on him the whole time, knowing he would be back for the first week of the season and just not getting him much work in. We'll see. But, still up, his status is still up in the air for this weekend. I think we'll get a better sense on Wednesday if he practices or not. If he's limited, there's a chance. If he doesn't practice at all, I don't think he's playing. I think he'll probably be limited or a full participant. So that'll be something to monitor. And I know some people like Schweitzer over Turner. I think, keep Turner at right guard and have Wes as the backup for all three interior positions. Because right now, you don't have really a backup center. Larson's here, but he's on the PUP list, so he's out. He is out for you for the first 4 games of the season. So that is something that they have to keep in mind right here. And then so you're gonna have to have someone as backup center. So it's just better if Wes is already on the bench, so that he can just come in and replace whoever he needs to replace. Versus, let's say he's at right guard and Chase Roullier goes down, hopefully it doesn't happen, knock on wood, that he would have to switch to center, and then someone else would have to switch to right guard. So it would just, you're switching 2 positions versus 1, and I think switching 1 during an injury is better, even though Wes Schweitzer and Trey Turner might be, comparable in terms of how good they are. Let's see, the backup guard, backup offensive line, nothing, really surprising there. You got Lucas, Paul, Schweitzer, Sadiq, Charles, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully Larson comes back like week 5, week 6, but it was a ruptured Achilles, I believe, at week 11, week 12. So might be a little bit longer for him, but they need some more depth at that center position. So that's why I think Wes Schweitzer will not start if Trey Turner is fully healthy. Tight end, pretty much, what we expected. Logan Thomas, Bates, Cole Turner, then Armani. Armani will probably be inactive if those 3 are healthy to play week 1. Logan Thomas's status is up in the air for week 1. He thinks he's going to play for sure, either week 1 or week 2, but week 1 isn't, we don't know for sure yet. So that'll be interesting. If he's out, then you got Bates, Turner, and then probably Armani Rogers as well. And let's see, so that's kind of offense, and then quarterback, didn't talk about that, but Wentz, Heineke, Howell, obvious right there. Running back, Gibson, McKissick, and Williams. And I think in terms of who's running the football, I think Gibson will get the most carries, and then Williams, with McKissick getting, anywhere from like 2 to 6 carries a game, and like Williams maybe like 5 to 10-ish, and then Gibson with the rest. It just depends. If Gibson fumbles a couple times, then it'll probably be Williams getting all the carries. until Robinson comes back. So now in terms of the defense, starting D-line, nothing, surprising there. Sweat, Payne, Allen, and James Smith-Williams. There's different guys you could put there, and they're going to be rotating a lot. The DN guys, could be, Casey Tuhill, could be Shaka Toney, could be F.A. Obata, could be Daniel Wise. And then the backup guys, Casey Tuhill is the backup edge rusher. Fidarian Mathis is basically, he's going to be playing a lot. F.A. Obata is a backup D tackle. He can play both edge and D tackle, but he's better on the edge. Their depth, again, on the whole defense is not good in my opinion. And you got Shaka Toney in there as well. And Daniel Wise is the last guy on the depth chart in terms of the defensive lineman. And I honestly kind of disagree with that. I think besides the starters, I think he was the best player in the preseason in terms of the depth edge / interior guys. So I think he's getting a little bit disrespected there. We'll see when it comes Sunday how much he actually plays if he's active. Linebackers, no surprise here. Jamin Davis is the outside guy. Cole Holcomb as a middle linebacker. They got 2 linebackers there. Bostic as the backup outside linebacker. Mayo as the backup middle linebacker. And then Milo Eifler as that 5th guy. And then cornerback, you got the top 3 I like: Kendall Fuller, William Jackson III, and Benjamin St. Juste. But then after that, you got 3 either second year or rookie 6th or 7th round picks. That is not something you want to see. You got some talent there for sure in Rashad Wildgoose, Christian Holmes, and Tariq Castro Fields. But if one of these top 3 guys goes down, which William Jackson III in his first year here plus the offseason this time, this offseason, he's had a bunch of minor injuries. He missed some games last year. Benjamin St. Juste last year missed a ton of games because of concussion. This year had a hamstring injury, forced him to miss a preseason game. Kendall Fuller has been consistent, but the other guys have some injury question marks. And then if that happens, you're going to have to be playing these young guys that who knows how good they are. Maybe in a year and a half they'll be good, but you don't know right now. You don't know. And then safety, you got Cam Curl, Bob McCain, no surprises there. Derek Force is the backup strong safety, which is significant because if he, if Cam Curl's out, Derek Force will be the starting strong safety. Percy Butler is a backup free safety, and Jeremy Reeves as a 3rd string. So kind of interesting that they have Percy Butler ahead of Jeremy Reeves on the depth chart because, Percy Butler is very, very raw, and Jeremy Reeves, on the other hand, he doesn't have a lot of upside, but he's been in the system for 3+ years. He's been on the roster at some point in the season every year Rivera's been here. So, I think that, we'll see. This could be a situation where they want to make the, young guy look better by having him second on the depth chart, but when, it actually comes to playing these guys, maybe Reeves gets in before Percy Butler. We will see. So that's kind of the top. That's everyone. They didn't list the punt returners and kick returners, I don't think, on that site. This is what Sam Forte said. So despite Trey Turner missing almost all of camp with the quad injury, Washington will go with him at right guard over Wes Schweitzer. LB2s, John Bostic and Mayo, and then cornerbacks Danny Johnson and Corn Elder could pop up from practice squad to help depth in week 1. So I don't know, before the preseason started, I probably would have trusted Danny Johnson over, the guys that we have on the roster right now. But now, I don't know, because, he's been pretty lackluster, very bad in the preseason. So let's see the returners. I guess this is the list from before, so not really updated, but the depth chart, nothing crazy, and tomorrow is kind of a bigger day because we'll get some injury updates, so we'll know, the main guys like Cam Curl, maybe Logan Thomas, Trey Turner. We'll see if they're limited participants, DMPs, or full participants. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Just a quick review of the depth chart. Tomorrow we'll probably have an injury, update video on these guys, and then maybe or injury report video, and then later we'll have a Carson Wentz video out sometime this week. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.